Peace. My name is MystyMoon, and I am an integrative health coach for women. And my intention is to help women heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And today we'll be talking about the spiritual aspect of healing through the new moon. Happy new moon. So today we'll be talking about why moon energy is important for women, the zodiac that the moon is in today, and I'll be offering 3 questions for you to ponder as you set your intention for the new moon. All right, let's get into it. So the moon has a powerful effect over us humans on a mental, emotional, and physical level. And there was even a scientific project that was done by a group of psychologists called the lunar effect. And they were able to measure how the moon affects fertility, birth rate, blood pressure, and even sleep quality. And if you ask any EMT, any doctor, any nurse, firefighter, or police officer, they will all tell you that every full moon there's a heightened of activity, whether it's through crime or through injury. And it makes me even think about the word lunacy, right? So it just goes to show that we do have a powerful connection with the moon. And if we can align ourselves with that energy, we can use that force to better our lives. Okay, and as women, we have even a deeper connection to the moon because women's menstrual cycle comes around every 28 days, where the moon wanes and waxes every 28 days as well. And so think about the rhythm that we're currently on. We're on a 9 to 5 rhythm. We're on a 7-day-a-week rhythm. We're on a, monthly calendar rhythm. And this particular rhythm, to be honest, has caused a lot of stress. So by aligning ourselves with the lunar energy, with the moon energy, it gives us an opportunity to be able to live our life intentionally and mindfully. And I'll explain why. So every new moon is an opportunity to set your intentions as far as like what actions do you want to take? What more do you need to bring into your life? How can you improve your life through actions? Where the full moon is an opportunity to reflect on what things do you need to eliminate. All right, so you can have the same intention, but the new moon is what actions do you need to take to bring in, and the full moon is what do you need to eliminate, okay? So every new moon, every full moon, you get an opportunity to reset your intention. So again, you're living life mindfully, intentionally, as opposed to just going through the motions of life. And then there's a whole other layer to that, which is the zodiac energy. So every 2.5 days, the moon travels from one zodiac to another. Now, this particular moon today is in Cancer, and the reason why this is a special moon is considered to be the black moon, and that's because it's 2 consecutive Cancer new moons in a row, which is very rare. And that's just because of the span of the time span from, the new moon last month was on June 20th, which was the beginning of Cancer. And today it's on June 20th, which is the end of Cancer. So as of tomorrow, the zodiac is going into Leo. So just so happened, I still haven't quite grasped like how this works, but it doesn't really happen that often. So with that said, the Cancer energy is super juicy. It's super intense. And so the characteristics of Cancer, it has to do with intuition. It has to do with home, emotions. It has to do with relationships. It has to do with family. And it also has to do with shadow work because the Cancer moon energy has to do with the unconscious mind. And also keep in mind that each zodiac has a planet that it correlates to. And just so happened the Cancer correlates to the moon. So you can understand why this energy is just so full and so intense. And so I'm wondering, just ask yourself, over the last month or so, have you been extra emotional? Have you found that your home has been a little messy, or that you've been putting more focus into organizing your home? Have you found yourself connecting with family members that you don't normally connect with? And also, I'm curious if you have found yourself reflecting on childhood memories that you haven't thought of in a long time, or maybe for the first time. And if so, then that's all a result of the Cancer energy. Okay, so What I want to do is propose a few questions for you as you set your intentions for the new moon today. Okay, so again, the new moon is about what actions can you take to manifest any particular desires that you have. And to be more specific, I invite you to set intentions that have to do with the Cancer energy. Again, home, relationships, shadow work, family, intuition, all those things, because it's more powerful if you can get yourself aligned with those qualities, since that's already innately in nature. Okay, so a few questions I want to propose to you. I have three. The first question is, how can you be more receptive to welcoming in new interests and relationships in your life? The second question, are you open to exploring shadow work and find a method that feels right for you so that you can commit to healing yourself on a deeper level? And if you're not familiar with shadow work is, if you look at my video on inner child work, that is an example of shadow work. So shadow work is going into the ugly, the depths, the trauma, because if we don't deal with those things in our life, then they're going to sneak up on us and then create havoc in our lives. So again, you can use this opportunity of the new moon in Cancer to interface with those aspects of yourself. And then lastly, what ways can you work on sharpening your intuition so that your daily life is guided by your heart more so than your mind? Alrighty? So those are my questions. I highly recommend for you to start getting in alignment with the moon. I know for me personally that once I started making a commitment to just taking time, it doesn't have to be a big production. It could just be maybe 10 or 20 minutes of just sitting down, getting quiet, writing in your journal, and just reflecting on what it is that you want to work on. So again, that you're living your life more mindfully and not just going through the motions. I even got my husband involved. Like, him and I get together and we set intentions together for the new moon and for the full moon too. So that's my talk for today. I hope that this information was helpful in some way or another. And have a beautiful, beautiful new moon. And I look forward to the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.